Good Morning Texas Home and Wealth, sponsored by Rodney Anderson with Supreme Lending.
Just like a thermometer and that North Texas heat, the housing market is expected to be hot, hot, hot yet again this summer. And that has our GMT mailbox overflowing with questions for our mortgage experts. So let's get some answers, shall we? From Rodney Anderson with Supreme Lending. Great to see you. And let's start off. You have breaking news in the interest rate department.
Yeah, interest rates today hit a 6-month high, the highest level in 2015. And this has just happened in the last 3 days.
Whoa.
Bond prices are selling off. Everybody's worried that the Federal Reserve is going to raise rates sooner than later. And so here's what I have to tell people. If you're in the middle of refinancing your home right now, pick up the phone and call your lender and make sure your interest rate is locked in. And if you're under contract to buy a house and you're going to be closing in the next 30 to 60 days, pick up the phone and call your lender and make sure your interest rate is locked in.
It's so important, and we have a lot of questions, so let's get to our first one. It comes from Rebecca in McKinney. She writes, my husband and I purchased a home 4 years ago and did an FHA loan at 4.75%. Our value has gone up, and we're still paying mortgage insurance. Is now a good time to look at refinancing?
Yeah, a lot of people, especially out in the Frisco, McKinney, Flower Mound, all of these areas that are around have seen great news in home values going up. So yes, if you're at 4 3/4 and you are paying mortgage insurance and you're on an FHA loan and you have 20% equity, most likely now is the time to refinance. So therefore you eliminate the mortgage insurance and you may be paying $200 a month or more, so you drop your rate a little bit and get rid of that mortgage insurance.
Okay, you mentioned Flower Mound. That's where our next question comes from Steve. He says he owes roughly $100,000 on his mortgage and his home value is around $400,000. He would like to put in a pool, that outdoor kitchen too, but he wants to know about financing options.
Yeah, a couple different options that Steve would have is he could do a home improvement loan, which a lot of people don't like the home improvement loans because they're paying 6 to 7%.
Ooh.
Or he could turn potentially what it depending on what his first mortgage interest rate is. A lot of people are turning to do cash out refinances, rolling that pool in, rolling the home improvement loans in, maybe a kitchen or something like that, and therefore they're refinancing under one loan. So that's another option for them.
Yeah, that would make it a lot easier. Our last question this morning comes from Suzanne. She's in Frisco. She writes, my husband and I bought a home in Frisco 5 years ago, and our interest rate is 5%, but we pay PMI. We only put 5% down, and values in our neighborhood have gone up. So do you think we should cash out and pay off that credit card debt?
Yeah, I've had a client in Frisco the other day that they were able to refinance their home, get rid of their mortgage insurance, and pull $40,000 out to pay off credit card debt, and they put it all on a 15-year fixed rate mortgage, got rid of everything, make one payment, get a tax write-off, get a lower interest rate.
Wouldn't that be so nice?
And if you're sitting there paying all this PMI on a mortgage and your rate is 4.5 or more, then definitely pick up the phone and call, because there's no reason to just throw away money. Why would you throw away $200 or $300 a month?
You wouldn't. It's a great idea. So what are you talking about on the radio show?
Today we're talking about reinventing your financial life. And basically many people don't understand credit. We're talking about credit. We're talking about your overall relationship with money and how that works.
So important. Good to see you as always. I know you want to know more, so give Rodney a call. That number is 1-800-EXPRESS. You can also log on to RodneyAnderson.com. We'll be right back after this.